Prananda, good afternoon. We're really looking forward to welcoming back students from Monday the 15th. As previously communicated, we are able to offer lateral flow testing to all staff and students in years 10 to 13. This is just a short presentation to help you understand the reasons why and how we can put this in place. So the objectives of lateral flow testing is to provide extra safety measures within the setting, but also all the information provided can help the NHS to track the spread throughout the country. As mentioned, the test is available to all staff and students in years 10 to 13. It isn't compulsory. However, obviously, the more people that take part, the safer the place we can create. I can share with you that we've had a fantastic uptake from staff and they've already started doing the process. It is important to use this to reduce the risk for safety, but it is also important in trying to avoid the isolation of whole year groups that we've had beforehand, and trying to avoid more loss of face-to-face teaching at this crucial time. It is important to ensure that it is essential that there's no students come to school if they or anyone else in the household has any of the three symptoms: high temperature, new persistent cough, loss or change of taste and smell. This is a short presentation and there is further information on Talaxy. This includes a letter to yourselves and the students explaining further the reasons for testing. This has been produced by the Public Health Wales. There's also data privacy notices just explaining to you how your data is going to be collected, how it's going to be used and how it's going to be stored. It is essential that you please read both of these documents before giving consent to take part. I'm sure there'll be lots of questions and there's a really very straightforward, easy reading document called Frequently Asked Questions, which I'm sure will answer many of the questions that you have. It is very easy, and in terms of being able to how to do it, there's a very, very good YouTube clip produced for this process, and it's a really good video to be able to just explain everything. How to prepare yourself, how to prepare the test area, setting up the test, taking the swab sample, processing the swab sample, reading your result and reporting your result. All in all, it's a video of about 6 minutes long. It'll be useful for you to look at this video and watch this video before you agree to take part in the process. But also it's extremely easy to use this when you use this clip when you're doing the test for yourself. As I said, it's easy. I've done it myself. Slightly uncomfortable at times, but it's nothing. Play it on your phone and just pause it when you're doing each bit. The test needs to be done on a regular basis, and in terms of trying to reduce isolation, it is important that the test needs to be done every Monday morning and every Thursday morning. Please note you cannot do the test within 30 minutes of having food. So the ideal time would be do it before your breakfast. It only takes 5 minutes and then you have to wait for the test result, which is when you can get dressed. However, this first test may be done on Sunday evening for years 11 to 13, as it may take longer due to it being the first time. The only time you do not take the test is if you have had COVID-19 within 90 days of a positive test result. It is essential that you report your results in both of the following ways. Both of these links are on the website, the top right, so that each time you do the test, you know exactly where to go to. So on the website, there's two links. One will be to the government website, where you report your test result to the NHS, and the other is a very, very short form for it to inform us as a school of your result as well. The first time that you do the government website, it may take longer, but for the second, third or fourth times, if you've registered, it's a very, very quick process. This is just a general overview of what's going to happen. So first of all, you need to opt in, and you will be opting in. There's a form that I will explain about, a consent form that you need to bring to the collection point or to fill in at the collection point. So you need to have read the key information and the privacy notice. I'll explain about collecting the test kits in a moment, but you can test at home. It takes 30 minutes to get the results, and the results are, there are 3 outcomes of the results. 2 lines is a positive result, and if they get a positive result, then you must self-isolate immediately and organise a PCR test, a COVID test, as previously done. One line at the C is a negative result, and so you don't need to isolate, and you can go to your workplace or school. And if you get a void result, which is either no lines or a line at the T, then it means it's a void test. If you do get a void test, then you can take another test, and if that one's void, then at that point, if you've had 2 void tests, you should book a PCR test and isolate. Whether it's positive, negative, or a void, you should report all the results to the NHS test and traced. You should also then report it to us, and then you will take the test again in 3 on the next time, on the Thursday morning or Monday morning. Opting in and collecting the kits. It would be extremely beneficial to everyone if we were to have a large uptake on testing at home. We believe this is our best chance to keep pupils and staff safe in school. Although testing is not compulsory, the more pupils that take part, the less chance of spread. We are in a very fortunate position to be able to start the testing before students return. This is the ideal situation, as students testing before their return will reduce the risk of any asymptomatic students returning. This would reduce transmission and the likelihood of students having to isolate and miss more face-to-face education. We have put in plans to ensure that all who decide to take part can access test kits before the weekend and start testing before the return. The school reception is going to be open from Wednesday, so Wednesday, Thursday and Friday this week from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. This is for those who can come to school, and we would really appreciate as many parents picking them up from school, as this will reduce the numbers at the pickup points that we've arranged to make those sites safer for those who are unable to travel to Llangollen. So we do have some alternative pickup points for this week only. Plasmatic Leisure Centre on Thursday at 9:30 till 12 and from 3 o'clock till 5:30. Corwin Pavilion on Friday from 9:30 till 12 and from 3 till 5:30, and Chirk Leisure Centre on Friday at 8 till 11. So these are over and above the reception being open, but please only use these if you can't travel to Llangollen. Very important, when arriving at school or any of the pickup points, please ensure you have read the letter to parents explaining about the test and the data privacy notice. When picking up your test kit, you will sign for the test kit and will be giving consent to taking the test at home. Please bring with you a face covering and a pen. We can't be sharing pens, so please bring with you a pen so you can sign the consent form. Parents should be picking up the tests. However, if you would like to allow your son or daughter to pick up the test, please print off the consent form and sign it. They must bring this with them. When at the site, please ensure you wear your face covering at all times unless exempt, and please ensure you keep to the social distancing rules and keeping 2 meters apart. Just some notes on the test kits. There are instructions in the kit, and you will also be given instructions. Please use the latest version, which is the one you will be given with the test, not the one inside. There's not much difference, but it's a more updated version. It's important to know that the kit contains 3 tests and should last 1.5 weeks unless you have had a void test, in which case you'd have to repeat the test. More test kits are available and they'll be given when students are in school. Please dispose of the test kits using the resealable plastic wallets in the non-recycling bin. Testing for years 11, 12 and 13 will start testing on Monday the 15th before coming to school. But as mentioned before, that could be on the Sunday for the first time. Year 10 will start their testing on Thursday the 18th and again on Monday the 22nd before coming to school. So they'll have had the opportunity to have 2 tests before coming to school. What's very important to note is that testing is not to replace all of the other safety precautions we have in place. It is essential that we keep up with washing our hands, sanitizing our hands, wearing face coverings and social distancing, etc. I just want to thank you all for all the support you've given and say diolch yn fawr iawn, thank you so much. A Welsh version and translations are all available on Talaxy. Diolch yn fawr.